Hello guys, Trinity here. Um, I just want you to look at uh, John 10:10 today. Cause I woke. Let me be honest with you. I woke up just thinking about it. I don't know why. I just did. And sometimes when you wake up thinking of scriptures like that, that means the Lord's got you on a certain track. So, although I haven't been on that track for a very, very, very long time, I just find it peculiar that I'm on that track now. Um, but yes, the enemy comes to steal and destroy. Um, um, I would advise you guys that are brand new to the faith, or you know, sometimes not. Um, I would advise you guys to get to, if you don't have, okay, let me put it this way. If you have a relationship with the Lord and haven't communed with Him in a very, very, very long time, it's time to get rededicated, because as it says in um, John 3:11, you can't see the kingdom of God without being born again. And being born again doesn't mean, like Nicodemus says, it doesn't mean that you could stuff yourself back in your mother's room and be reborn. No, that's not. I always, kind of laughed at that, as a joke. If as I was reading through that the first time I saw that, I was just like, no, you can't be reborn, but you can't be reborn in the physical sense, but in the spiritual sense, you could be reborn, because uh, that is of the flesh is of the flesh, and uh, that what is of the spirit is spirit. Um, but yeah, uh, just be aware that we do run into the devil out here. He's more prevalent than ever. Sadly, I mean, you take a look at these women that want to be men and men that want to be women, and they talk about equality, um, which I'll be honest with you, women have fought for their rights, and they deserve to have them. The right to vote. To vote, they have the right to have um, their own baseball teams and basketball teams and stuff like that. But what they don't have the right to do is, men don't have the right to uh, to say they identify as a woman, and women don't have the right to say they identify as a man. Now, let me clarify. I'm going to clarify this for you. Me personally, as a man, I get along a lot better with women than I do men. Just because in my experience, women are a lot, they're a lot more sensitive to situations. Uh, they're sensitive to other people. Um, some some women are just, you know, uh, some women just say what's on their mind and they don't even think about it. Which I'll be honest, kind of drives me nuts. Uh, but the point of my message is that we don't have to have the desire to chop our bits off, or whatever, to to be significant. God already made you significant when He planned you in your mother's womb. He already made you significant. Just in that alone. Just making you in your mother's womb. Knitting you in your mother's womb, as it says in Jeremiah 1:5. So yeah, don't let the enemy kill your head. Don't let him steal your joy, and don't let him destroy your being. Because if you're not careful, he will destroy those three things. And that is what's going on with this world today. That's what I see. That's what my mother sees. That's what we all see as Christians. And I also know that there are people out there, gay people out there, that say they're Christians, which I have no doubt on that. As a whole, I don't doubt that they love Jesus in their own sick, demented way, because we all search for somewhere to belong. We all search for that when we're growing up, and our mothers and fathers help us with that. They give us a kind of a roadmap as to what to do and what not to do. But I'm not judging gay people. God is the judge of those people. But I'm also not going to water down the message of Christ. I'm not going to say, gay is okay, because it's not. It isn't. You're either for Jesus or you're against him. You can't be on the fence. I mean, you could spiritually search for what, you can spiritually search for Jesus in your own way. And what I mean by that is you can, go to secular sources and you can, read about what other people say about Jesus and yeah, you can do all that. That's spiritually searching for something. You know, you know, you could think all the things that you want, but if you're not actually seeking truth out of, eventually seeking truth out of that Bible that you say you read, you're not going to get very far. So, yeah, don't let the enemy kill, steal, and destroy you, because Jesus is the vehicle that we all run on. Okay, he is the one that, like I said, he is the one that knitted us in our mother's wombs. He's the one that thought of our characteristics. He is the one that, feeds us when we're hungry, spiritually hungry. He's the one that is our drink when we're spiritually thirsty, because he's the water. And what does water symbolize in the Bible? The Spirit. So he's our water, he's our food. And yeah, there's people out there that are searching. Some people search for the right thing. They try different religions and different different ways of living, but that's part of being a human being. That's part of being a human being. That I understand. But cutting your bits off and saying you're a woman just because you want to be one, or because you identify as one? Nuh-uh. No. These people need to read Exodus 20:13, which says, "A man shall not lay with a man, a woman shall not lay with a woman." A sister shall not marry a sister, a mother, all that stuff. It's just unnatural. So, what's going on with this world is absolutely deplorable in my eyes. Now, like I said, I don't mind people spiritually searching, actually, reading books on Christianity, besides the Bible. I don't mind that stuff. I don't mind people, spiritually searching for something that they feel they're missing, and they want to get to know God, or they have questions. I don't mind that stuff. But what I do mind is what I'm seeing here in this world. It is not pretty. It is not smart. And I don't know about you guys, but I am really, 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 really looking forward to Jesus coming down to this world, or this earth that he created, and fixing every little thing that is wrong with this world, because there's a lot of things that are wrong here. And I know I feel like I'm rambling, and I probably am, but what I'm seeing in this world really bothers me. And I want to make sure that however big or small my audience is right now, I want to make sure that you are equipped, that you are not lied to, that you are not confused, that you know Jesus, the true Jesus, and not religious jargon, but at the same time, there are people out there that, think that they are spiritually perfect, that are walking around here thinking that they are spiritually perfect. Like this guy I've been seeing on YouTube lately, Paul White, and he says that that he is spiritually perfect. And let me tell you, there's always something to learn. There's always things to learn about yourself. There's always things to learn about this wonderful, wonderful, wonderful planet we live on. And there's also always going to be imperfections in people. Yes, God made us perfect, but Adam had to do the stupid thing and eat the apple. He did. So and that's what caused this whole thing. That's what caused sin to come into the world. It's not Eve's fault, because it wasn't until he ate that mankind fell. So I'm not blaming women. I'm not even blaming men. I'm just, I'm just saying how things turned out. How things turn out if you don't do what God tells you to do. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, this video went on a little bit longer than I usually do it. I did not mean for that to happen, but it did, and I hope you enjoy it. And I really hope you, think critically about what I'm saying instead of being what people call triggered, especially this day and age, triggered. People get upset very easily these days. I want you guys to be critical thinkers. I don't want you to just believe in what people say and take that at face value, because that's not necessarily true. Okay? So, if you like what you see and you like what you're hearing, please give me a like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you very much. And have an awesome day. And I will see you very soon. Bye bye.